I came to the tip shop because I needed a crate. I found this old vintage go-kart frame and I couldn't resist. $15. I'll shove that under the house for another project when I've got money. Oh, I'm excited. Alright, here's where we're at with the centrifugal clutch. It's been 2 weeks because it took that long to get my brand new 420 chain. And what I've discovered is that lining this up with the center holes means that the chain interferes with the driven pulley, and so I've had to clock it down to the first holes, but then this vein is interfering with the oil feed. So as I've seen done before, people have gone ahead and ground these right out. So that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. So this bike, the Mk6 4-stroke, I'm disassembling it and I'm never riding it again. The reason being is it scares the absolute crap out of me. There's just no way known I'm ever going to ride this bike again. So short-lived, but yeah, it's destined for the junk heap. So today we're going to attempt to fix a problem with the laptop only charging when it's in standby mode or switched off. So here's our charging light. Charging light comes on. Now we'll open the battery up, open the laptop lid up. Charging light comes on, open the lid, charging light immediately goes off. And if we look down here, it's only on battery power, even though it's plugged in and turned on. All right. So to get to this point with the laptop, obviously there are certain software tweaks you can do. I've been through all that, made sure it's not the adapter, or the brick, taken the existing battery out, let it discharge, put it back in. None of that works. So we ordered another laptop battery online, and I'm going to go ahead and replace it with a new battery, bang it on charge, and hopefully it will go back to behaving like it should and charging when it's on. Because if it doesn't, it means it's the motherboard in which case I wasted money on a spare battery that I have to unscrew the case to get on and off. Alrighty. So I already de-screwed this a little earlier, so it should pop right on up for me. Alright. Before I go yanking the battery right out, because I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting SMSs about bike parts, just to avoid any shorts. Update and shut down. I think we're just gonna force a shutdown. Alright. Because I can't really wait for this. I can't even update this computer at the moment because I can't plug it in and leave it on charge. Alrighty. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a plastic spoon here. No. Plastic spoon. Alright, now to disconnect the battery connection, I don't want to force anything, but using this plastic card, one, two. Alright, so we've relieved that. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding it in. And we're just going to go and pop these in the case over there. Now these little screwdriver came as a bonus with the battery, which I really appreciate. Now that should just lift on out of there. I don't know if you can tell, but it does look like it's a little bit swollen, which is a sign of a bad battery anyway. You can see the 3 cells. Oops. So over here, of course, packaged properly in an anti-static bag, which is always good, we have our replacement. Okay. Which should just pop straight in. Yeah, I'll pop that under there. Alright, that's located pretty well. Now, just like when installing anything else, you don't want to start bearing down on the screws until all of them have been located, and then do the classic star pattern to make sure it's all tightened down evenly. Okay, before I plug it in, I'm just checking Yep, all the ratings on both batteries are identical, so I shouldn't run into any problems there. So, very carefully. Now, I don't like to force anything with pins in, which is why my plastic card trick works wonders, because my fingers are too fat to get in there. But I can use the edge of the card to seat that in. Alrighty. All that's left to do now is to clip the case back on. Remembering that our short screws go in the front. You would not want to drop one of these bad boys. They've been nearly impossible to replace. And I do not consider it beneath me to duct tape this thing shut if I need to. I call that percussive maintenance. Now we'll just go down and nip them all up. One, two, and three. Alrighty. Alright, here's the moment of truth. We're going to plug our brick in. Turn the power on. Now we should see our charging light. Yes, there we go. So bang, that's a brand new battery. I'm going to at least give that a few minutes to get a trickle charge in before I try turning it back on and seeing how we go. All right, here we have our moment of truth. This light should stay on. Okay, power on. No. Let it go. Got to leave it a little bit longer.